She's looking old, Anthea Turner.
It really takes a lot to be that dragon boat racing.
My name's Karen Keating, and I joined Blue Peter 7 years ago in 1986 and stayed until 1990.
And I'm Mark Curry, and I presented the show from 1986 until 1989.
Now, probably the most breathtaking thing I ever did on Blue Peter was walking on the wing of a biplane.
And one of my favourite moments was when Yvette deafened me at Blackpool Pleasure Beach.
No, I absolutely
Upside down,
please,
upside down.
No,
This way, come on,
no,
you
I don't want to do it. It makes me sick.
What are we doing? It's very low, isn't it?
Oh, please, please.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Halfway point of the ride. So get ready for a mind-blowing return journey.
Get on with it!
It's absolutely fabulous! It's incredible! Oh, wow! Oh, it's brilliant! Woo! The wind is quite strong blowing against me. But it's just like being through a sunroof on a car.
I'm Tina Heath, and I presented Blue Peter at the end of the 70s. I had the very first antenatal examination on live telly. Millions of viewers saw and heard my baby, or she was still inside me. Bang on, that's it. Oh, isn't that marvellous? Do you know, I feel so privileged. I not only feel my baby, but I've heard it and I've seen it. And here she is, 13 years later, my daughter Gemma. Hooray!
Isn't she gorgeous? Well, unfortunately, the very first Blue Peters were not recorded, so we haven't any clips of Leela Williams, who was one of the first presenters on the first show. But we have got Leela here. So, Leela, tell us what was on the first programmes.
First ever Blue Peter, we had, of course, the model railway. That was very important. And we had dolls. And we asked the viewers to vote for the doll that they wanted to be the Blue Peter doll.
And did you go out filming and do things like that?
No, we didn't do anything like that. That's why you have absolutely nothing of us in the archives at that time.
So it's quite tame then.
Oh, and don't forget everything was in black and white too.
And that made a big difference. Well, thank goodness we've got colour here now, because it makes our life a bit easier.
Well, now it's your chance to phone in and pick your favourite Blue Peter moment, the one that you would like to see in full on Monday's programme.
We've picked 6 to vote of the 13 you've seen. To vote, you need to dial 0891 800 and then the number of your favourite moment.
If your favourite was John Noakes's Clowning Around, then all you have to do is dial 0891 800 301.
And to vote for Peter Duncan throwing his weight around with the sumo wrestlers, dial 0891 800 302.
If you'd like to see Leslie Judd finally reach the boat from the lighthouse, dial 0891 800 303.
And to vote for Simon Groom's Adventures with the Tiger and Lions, dial 0891 800 304.
And if you'd like to see more of Mark and Yvette looping the loop, dial 0891 800 305.
And finally, if your favourite was Karen Keating flying high, then dial 0891 800 306. The call will cost no more than 10p, but don't forget to ask permission from the person who owns the phone. As soon as you've heard the tape message, put the phone down, no need to say anything.
The lines will be open until 2 o'clock on Sunday afternoon, and the winning piece will be shown in full on Monday's programme.
Now, what better way to celebrate a birthday than with some cake? And we weren't going to be left out. So, we have decorated 3 cakes, each in the shape of our pets. Here's George the tortoise, Oki, instantly recognised, well, I mean, you'd recognise her anywhere, wouldn't you? And Bonnie. Now, if you'd like to have a go at making any of these cakes, or maybe you'd like to make a pet of your own, it's ever so easy. You need to get a recipe. Any recipe will do for a sponge cake. Or if you really want to cheat, you could buy one, because they do taste very good. And then all the rest is really butter icing. And you see this one, it's got green butter icing, and we've put sort of chocolate fingers for George's feet, and a chocolate which I can't mention, but tastes rather yummy for his face, and two little red ones, but you know what I mean. And then we've got some licorice here for the whiskers, and more sweets, and a little marshmallow there, and more sweets here, and more butter icing for Bonnie, and another marshmallow. And they look absolutely terrific. Now, in the last 35 years, about 195 recipes have been cooked on Blue Peter. So, as we have a load of presenters here today, I thought that we could have a little competition to find the best BP cake decorator. Now, the teams are standing by their tables with their weapons in their hands. We've got John and Val in the red pinnies, Mark and Karen in the yellow pinnies, and my champs, Diane and John, in the blue pinnies. There's only one rule to this. You can't say, here's one I made earlier. You've got 2 minutes from the beginning of this whistle. Go!
On the flat bit.
Don't eat it. You're not supposed to eat it, Valerie.
Take off the
You go around the side and I'll
You were never very good at cooking, right? Put them on the nose and then I'll start. I am going to be gentle. You can talk. It's you that do it.
Guys, what do you try?
You're good at cooking, but I don't really like your food.
Stop nagging. Stop nagging.
Give me some more.
Although you're wrecking, look.
No, I'm not.
What about the eyes?
I'll go on around.
A pair of glasses.
You put the eyes.
The eyes. I need to put the eyes on.
Well, just let's get
Here we go.
Give a general idea.
Right.
Hey, listen, I know I'm not supposed to say it.
Go on, say
Now everyone is going to know why we always said, here's one we've made earlier.
Oh, wait, look, your concentration's
I
gone.
thought
Look.
that you pair would be the most experienced.
It's
What's
coming out
inside
the wrong
it? What's
end.
inside it? Have you got anything in it?
Taste the icing, it's delicious.
No, you're putting
I'm
me
not
off.
supposed to do this. It's not...
Now, what do they do?
Isn't it great?
John.
Mine's gone all
Johnny,
speckled.
it's not supposed to look like that.
Jurassic is Frida.
But it's supposed to look like Frida.
That doesn't look like Oakie, that looks like a rat.
With measles.
We decided the cat is definitely short-sighted, so it's wedding glasses.
That's it.
Did you do
Mark
any
never
cooking, Mark?
cooked. He cooked all the
Did I
time.
do any cooking? You never saw my gingerbread man?
What, the ones with one leg?
Well dodgy, well dodgy.
He hasn't improved at all.
Have you
can I
seen
do with
Karen
this,
with a
please?
packet? She's a demon with a packet. You know, a packet and a pair of scissors.
Oh,
I'm going to finish this side,
What are you doing?
Oh, look, we're marvellous, don't you
Teamwork. We're
think?
getting there. It's no
That's
disasters
not
there.
bad.
It's not
You can
there.
recognise Bonnie in this now,
It's
can't
not
you?
too bad, it's not too
If
bad.
Yeah,
Bonnie
we're
comes
going
over
to
here,
win.
she'll think it's honey or something. I tell you
Listen,
what.
we've got to win because you know John will sulk otherwise.
No
we can't
chance.
have
We
that.
can't do a thing like
How many
that.
seconds have we got left?
I'm just
Have we
getting
got
the
a
right
clock?
colour.
All right,
Where's
no,
Bonnie?
hold
I don't
on,
know,
just
right?
one
She's
second.
over there, right?
Oh,
just-
sorry, excuse my fingers, they're very
Bit of
clean.
I'd like to be able to give you an
Definition
update on
here,
time, but I can't.
Hold
We've
on.
got
Round.
Five
come on,
seconds.
4, 3,
quick,
2, 1.
Listen,
Okay, that's it. Put down your weapons. Oh, John.
What?
Stand back from your tables.
Hey, lovely.
Just Leela, as our elder statesman, and I mean that in the nicest possible way, would you please judge? You've got marks out of 10 for this slot. John.
Look, there's something for the judge here.
I'm sorry. Leela's not going to be swayed by that.
No
What do you
way.
reckon? Mark, I mean, just take a look at the original, and then take a look at this.
Well,
and then
what can I say?
You can't tell the difference.
Now we know why they made one earlier, don't we?
Jurassic Park. This is from Jurassic Park.
How many
Frida.
Well, I think perhaps you'd ought to go back there.
How many points?
I'll give them 3 for that one.
3. I think you've been very generous.
So
Leela.
do I.
money
so
back
do I.
now.
Now,
On you, the
Now,
cake.
Leela, this is Carrie when it's been in a fight, all right?
What happened?
apart from the fact it's Oakie,
Oh, it's okay, sorry.
This is the one you made earlier.
this is Oakie, and yeah, Oakie's had a bit of a tough time, tough life.
Be kind.
I'll
But it
give you
tastes good.
5 for that one.
5?
But
5 for that one.
again, I think you've been very generous.
It's a twist.
Can I have a piece of that? By the way, none of this food is being wasted because later John, Diane and myself are going to be taking all these finished messes to the Peter Rabbit Award for Children at Hammersmith
Messes?
Hospital.
You haven't seen ours yet, actually.
Okay, now let's see this.
That has to
We
be
didn't let you
unveiled.
down,
Okay,
Anthea.
it's so good. Are you ready for this? 3, 2, 1. Whoa!
Yes! Look, she's in. Hey, look, we're being sabotaged. Hold it.
Actually, that's very good.
I think they're all jealous of
That's
us, don't you?
very good. I've got to
Have a
give
closer
you.
look. Look, marvellous.
How many
I'll
points?
give them 8 out of 10 for that one.
We won. Very happy.
Forget all this about experience.
I don't know what Mark's going to do with that.
Been picking up.
Look at this. Look.
Well, we've got the cake, we've got our friends, we've got the people, we've got the party. All we need now is some music. And courtesy of the Royal British Legion Youth Band of Brentwood, a 1, a 2, a 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay. Well, if you've enjoyed seeing so many favourite moments from the last 35 years of Blue Peter, then don't miss 2 great programmes on Sunday evening on BBC Two. First, at 20 to 8, you can see John Noakes putting on his Blue Peter badge once more and find out why a giant poster of him has been dominating the London skyline. A bit later, at 8:25, don't miss Here's One I Made Earlier and find out what happened to some of the thousands of children who've appeared on Blue Peter over the years.
I might be one, but I've got other ambitions.
You've got other things to do. Well, fine.
Well, I've been a jigsaw fan for quite a time, and I decided to make a picture in several layers.
How many words can you actually read a minute?
About 1,500.
Oh,
and we'll be back on Monday to start the programme's 36th year with the results of our portrait competition.
And don't forget to phone for your favourite moment.
Yes, but sadly, this lot won't be here, will you?
Yeah.
Oh, no, you won't. No chance, no chance.
We'll carry on. Happy birthday, Blue Peter. Hang on. Happy birthday to you. Whoa! Blue Peter, you top stars. What a fantastic programme. Oh, it took those people through their trip.